name list the list of the students, okay? And we just project because they just ask you to list the name. So it's the name, and because you want to count the number of female and male, so you have to project the sex， 就是把性别跟他的这个姓名做 projection， 我只要这两个东西。然后呢，这个的结果其实还是个表，好，那我们暂时称这个表是 A。然后呢 ，because so here we already know the name list from here, that's okay. But we have to count the number of male and female. 所以呢，我们从这个 the table A, and select a male, and count how many names on it. 所以把这个表里面，我们只要看这个栏位里面的姓名。那当然，我们假设是没有同名同姓的啦。就算有同名同姓，你大概在这个姓名栏里面会稍微区分一下，这个人叫做大 S， 这个叫小 S， 不会两个都叫 S 的，就这样啊。So you count means how many. Similarly, you can count the female. Okay, so you select female from the table A and count how many names on it, and the result is the number. 所以你要做这个 the query ask you to list the name of the students who who are in the GIS society, and count the number of male and female, and you can do it using a algebraic formula. As for the SQL, you create the table of the student. So here is the ID, the name, the sex, the class, and it's the integer, string, and all of them are required. Right? Here is the society, student society. So the student society, the name, the location of office, the members, so it's a string. Only the name is required. Location and the member are not required. Here we also create a temp for the A, right? 就是那个 A 啊，我们这个所以要一个暂存的档啊哈。So we create a table temp for the name and the sex. So because both of them are required, so not rule. So we insert the result into a temp after the execution. Selection, name, and the sex from student join the society on student name equal society member. 好，注意啊，这个中间有一个 dot between the table and the field. So you know you have to select find the name from the table 学生 and the member from the table society, and join them together, become a bigger one, and select the society name from the table society. The value should be GIS. Where? 然后呢，所以这个是 join. Here is the selection. Finally, project two columns, name and sex, and store the result into a temp table. After that, selection, select count. So you count, you follow the select. So select count 姓名 from temp where 性别是男的，这个一样，这个性别是女的 ，male and female， male and female， 所以 count 是在 select 后面 select count， 这个是一个指令，叫他做这个，当然你这个最后你把它看是怎么样把它 print out 出来，把它算出来。不过这个当然是 基本的 SQL 的 best idea how to write the SQL。我们还最后一个作业啊。Please write down the SQL for the following queries。从表单 based on EMP table list all the names and the address of the staff whose age are below 30。好，所以呢，从表单里面，从前面那个表单 EMP 这个表单，列出年纪在30岁以下所有员工的姓名跟服务部门。好，你不要给我其他东西，你就要给我这2个栏位。还有呢，从表单 employee 列出薪资在10万块以上或 live in Illinois 的员工名字，还有他的社会福利号码 （Social Security Number） and to count the number of the faculties. Okay. 好，这题可以免了，这个不是作业，你上去看一下就好，这很简单哦。你要写也可以啊。What is the command for updating the record in SQL？ 上去找找看，刚才那个网站一找到，就更新是用什么那个指令。如果你愿意练一练的话，声音断了，现在还断断续续吗？现在还有问题吗？还是断断续续吗？现在声音 OK 吗？Okay, finally we so if you understand the basic idea of the relational database, then you can implement the distributed database. Because the current technology, when we have many database in different places, 就是在各种地方哈，我们的资料库现在大部分都不是集中的，都是分散在各个地方。And how to join them together to make a bigger one in the headquarters. So the technology is highly depends on relational database. 所以我们那个 database、relational database 哈，它这个技术里面，它就是可以把不同的小 table join 成个很大的。所以你在总部、企业总部，你就可以看到不同的分行报过来的东西，直接透过这个方案，它是呈现一个总的。Before that， 早期哈，你变成什么？分行都要一份，然后你要把所有东西都报到总，又有一份总，又有一份。那你同时一笔资料，一种资料有2个地方就常常会错掉，它会怎么？更新的问题了，对不对？你分行的地方改过了，但你总行可能没改啊。好，甚至更可怕的 ，in ATM， you can get your money from an ATM, right? In any place at this moment. But if my wife and me, well, we have we just make appointment. Say okay, in this afternoon, in 1 o'clock, exact 1 o'clock, and we have $1 million in my account, and I take I check the money, and my wife also get the money at the same time, 1 o'clock. Can we get 2 millions? OK， 对，好，就说大家讲好，哎，你跟你的朋友，跟你跟你老爸老妈都讲好说，哎，那个银行里面有1万块啊，然后1点钟到，对不对？你在 ATM 在台北跟在台南的 ATM 同时一领，你能不能领到2万块？就假设你的账户里面就是1万块了啊，你能不能领出2万块？你银行一定不让你干这种事情，对不对？所以他一定要知道 你什么时候在什么地方拿了什么。当然，它有很多的技巧让你不会做这种事情。但其中 one of major technology is relational database. So they can exchange information and to check how much money you have. Okay. 生意一直断断续续。So we can use the technology of a distributed relational database to implement a distributed database for update, maintain, query operation through the internet. Okay, but from the user's point of view, actually they don't care. They are centralized or distributed. 所以从使用者的观点，你其实不要管那个资料库是分散或集中的 ，just like a centralized database. Okay, although physically they are distributed, but in terms of operation, the user should feel this database is centralized. 好，所以呢，像我们 National GIS project，there are many database, topological, cadastral, urban planning, transportation, environment protection, natural resources, social economics database. This database are maintained by the different ministries, right? You cannot put them together. They are maintained by different ministries. But when you want to have a application may use the different database from different ministries. So you have to rely on the technology of distributed database, relational database. Okay. 所以呢，我们要做到说资料库的分散资料库，而且呢要跨部会。所以以前大家做好多呢，你到交通部去扣一笔，对不对？到这个户政事务所又扣一笔，然后交通部扣一笔，内政部扣一笔，然后你再回家自己在那边搞，那个都是早期的土法炼钢的方式。对，现在做法不能这样做，这样的做法就是说，最好是那个，就像 SQL， 我只要下一个指令，然后告诉你说，甚至于像刚才讲说，some field is from some field 1 is from table 1, right? Field 2 from table 2. Actually, we can implement as field 1 in table 1 and in site 1 in ministry A, and field 2 from the table 2, which is in ministry B, right? In different database, and have some addition, subtraction, some 运算，什么运算呢 between them. So in this way, we can share the data. Actually, when we can do it, you don't have to copy all the database, right? So World Wide Web is a kind of a distributed database. You can imagine this way. And they have some property. So for the users, he or she cannot feel the database is distributed or centralized. He used the database just like everything is on his computer, although actually it's through the internet. 所以呢，我们称它 DDBMS Distributed Database Management System。那这个呢，这些事情都是 DDBMS to the responsibility of the DDBMS to take care of how to put them together. Actually, the users do not have to worry about it. 所以就好像 you use computer, you use the internet, you retrieve the data from the internet. Actually, you don't have to worry about how to get the information. You just know the address, the website, and the file name. Then the system, the internet system, will get the document for you. Similarly, the database, the DD